Hello and welcome back to the USA Leaders. Can you imagine what it would be like to have a wealth so vast that it eclipses the fortunes of today's richest individuals combined? This was the reality for John D. Rockefeller, whose peak net worth reached a staggering $340 billion in today's dollars. In this video, we'll trace the remarkable path of Rockefeller from his early days as a bookkeeper to becoming the world's first billionaire. Join us as we explore the extraordinary journey of a man whose legacy is not just measured in numbers, but in the indelible impact he left on the world. John D. Rockefeller, born in 1839 in Richford, New York, emerged from humble beginnings. His father, known as Devil Bill, led a secret double life as a con artist, leaving the family in poverty for weeks or months at a time. As a boy, John raised turkeys, sold candy, and took odd jobs to earn extra money. In 1853, the family moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where he attended high school and briefly studied bookkeeping at a commercial college. At the age of 16, he worked as an office clerk at a Cleveland commission firm, gaining early business experience. At just 19 years old, he wasn't afraid to take a risk. He teamed up with his neighbor, Maurice Clark, and they launched their very first business, a commodities brokerage together with the name Clark and Rockefeller. They dealt in everyday goods, buying and selling things like grain, hay, meat, and anything else that could be hauled on a wagon. This was John D.'s first taste of the business world, and it honed his skills for spotting opportunities and making deals. During the Civil War, John D. Rockefeller, not wielding a musket but a ledger, seized opportunities that would shape his destiny. As a fervent abolitionist, he remained in Cleveland, Ohio, where his shipping business thrived due to increased demand for goods. The war disrupted Mississippi River trade, rerouting Midwestern crop shipments through Cleveland. Rockefeller's profits soared, reaching $17,000 in 1861. His keen eye then turned to the burgeoning oil industry in Pennsylvania, leading him to establish his first oil refinery. Thus, the groundwork was laid for the colossal Standard Oil empire that would dominate the oil industry and propel him to unprecedented wealth. In 1870, John D. Rockefeller co-founded the Standard Oil Company with an initial investment of $1 million. Standard Oil swiftly grew into a monopoly by controlling about 90% of the U.S. refining capacity by 1880. The company's dominance extended to deals with major railroads, Erie, New York Central, and Pennsylvania, for favorable shipping rates, which were pivotal in its ascent. These deals, often secret, allowed Standard Oil to transport oil at lower rates than competitors. Additionally, the company invested in pipelines, further consolidating its control over oil transportation. The monopoly faced significant legal challenges, culminating in the landmark 1911 U.S. Supreme Court ruling under the Sherman Antitrust Act, which mandated the dissolution of Standard Oil into 34 smaller companies. This legal battle was a response to public outcry over Standard Oil's business practices, which many viewed as unfair and damaging to free competition. Rockefeller's wealth, partly due to his Standard Oil shares, peaked, making him the richest individual in modern history and a symbol of the Gilded Age's vast economic disparities. The Colorado Fuel and Iron Company, or CF&I, controlled by John D. Rockefeller by 1903, was a steel conglomerate with its main plant in Pueblo, Colorado. It sourced iron ore from the San Luis Valley and the Mesabi Iron Range, the latter being the richest deposit of iron ore in the U.S. and a significant source for CF&I's steel production. The company was formed through the merger of the Colorado Coal and Iron Company and the Colorado Fuel Company in 1892, with General William Jackson Palmer and Dr. William Abraham Bell initially developing the land for the railway's steel needs. CF&I faced severe labor disputes, notably the Ludlow Massacre of 1914, where the striking workers' tent colony was attacked, resulting in numerous deaths. This contrasted sharply with Rockefeller's philanthropic efforts, which included significant contributions to education and medical research, aiming to improve public welfare. His charitable work was a stark departure from the harsh realities of his industrial enterprises. In the latter part of his life, John D. Rockefeller shifted his focus from the cutthroat business strategies that built his empire to philanthropy, donating over $500 million to various causes. He established the Rockefeller Foundation in 1913, which played a pivotal role in advancing medical education and public health initiatives. His contributions were instrumental in the founding of institutions such as the University of Chicago in 1892 and the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research in 1901, now Rockefeller University. Rockefeller's philanthropic endeavors also extended to social causes, including the eradication of hookworm disease across the southern United States through the Rockefeller Sanitary Commission. This transformation from a monopolistic magnate to a benefactor of society marked a significant turn in his legacy. John D. Rockefeller's life epitomizes the quintessential American dream, rising from modest beginnings to become the wealthiest man of his time. His business acumen led him to control America's oil, making him the first billionaire of the world in an era when such wealth was unfathomable. Yet, his legacy is dualistic. While his business practices sparked controversy and legal challenges, his later years were marked by unprecedented philanthropy. He established the Rockefeller Foundation and became a major benefactor in education and medicine, profoundly impacting society. His journey from poverty to unparalleled wealth and his complex legacy as both a ruthless industrialist and a generous philanthropist continue to be studied and debated. His dual legacy raises a compelling question: can the means justify the ends if the ultimate outcome benefits society? What do you think? Share your views in the comments below. Thanks for watching.